Alright, let's get out of the way. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment if you'd like. The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague, episode 4 starts off with. So the Ice Queen has a friend who's a fire chicken, and it seems that he's not a chicken, he's a fucking phoenix. Which makes no sense, it's really goofy. So he left a really comfortable job as an artist, for what reason? For him to work at this business that they work at that, honestly, I have no idea what it is. What do you guys think it is? Leave a comment down below. Maybe they're salesmen that are really annoying, or they're maybe law firms or something like that. But the reason why he came was because there's a random girl in this building that we've never seen before, and she doesn't even look like she would be main cast. And on top of that, all the girls here are single? Sure. Let's go with that because of the plot. So, he finds the girl and he ends up dating her. So one random day, the Ice Queen ends up bumping into his cool colleague, and they both fall and the papers also drop. And he sees that there's a poster for a movie ad, and it's a child's cartoon movie about a kitty cat who gets saved by his mom. I gotta say, it'd be pretty awkward if that happened. Can you imagine the person who doesn't talk a lot, the moment that you figure out what their interests are? It's an elementary school cartoon. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just very awkward because they're adults and there's a weird stigma to it. But the Ice Queen moves fast because then he says, you know what, how about if we watch the movie together? I haven't watched it yet, but I can catch up to watch the second part. And she says, yeah. But an annoying fucking thing that would happen is if he's still silent, he doesn't say anything to her the whole movie. And I'm thinking, I know it's a movie, but it's still a date, so you better say something. Plus, he freezes things when he gets there because he's too happy, so he's got to calm down, figure out how he's going to be able to interact with her without getting too excited, and then let it play out smoothly. This is so fucking fake. Somehow they're watching the movie at the same time, around 9 to 10 p.m. I feel in that situation in particular, anyone would be nervous because it seems that the stars are aligning, everything's working out for you. The shoelaces are tied. The only thing left for him to do is go over there and tell her that they want to start dating and that they should be a couple. If he were to just do this, nothing would be awkward. For example, they're going to a movie and he wants to book a dinner with her, but since they don't really know if they're dating or not, then he just says, you know what, no, but I really want to. If he just took the bull by the fucking horns and just said, you know what, I like you, I'm sure you like me because we keep going on these dates, then why don't we make it official? I don't know about you, but I'd feel if I froze myself before going to sleep, then I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. But I guess if you're a descendant of an Ice Queen, then sure, you would be able to sleep well. And after that, I'm thinking, what are the fucking chances that one of their coworkers finds them at the theater that they're going to on a day off? And just to double down on that weirdness, the guy who saw them thought he was going to watch a different movie alone, but then the fire chicken's also there. And he won't believe this because the fire chicken wanted to see this movie before, but he didn't get the chance, so now he's doing it. And the only seat that was open was next to the coworker, and I'm thinking, no fucking way that's happening. This show is making me feel that this is why isekais are real. Because people are thinking, wow, here on Earth, this sucks. In anime, everything works out really well. So they're watching the movie about the cats, and a really touching scene happens, and everyone's crying, feeling bad for them. And out of nowhere, he explodes, and he says, my cool colleague is so cute, even these cats are not as cute. And I just gotta say, I know it's an emotional scene, but she cries a crazy amount, and I'm thinking, is she sick? Is something wrong with her? I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to compliment them on their style. Yeah, they look pretty nice. He's wearing a pretty cool outfit, and she's wearing a very cute one, and I'm thinking, this really goes well together. But this size difference, is he 1,000 feet tall, or is she really short? And the day was about to be ruined because it was too early to go for dinner. And so she says, why don't we just get a coffee? And he's like, yes, a coffee, exactly. And these two bros are just saying that the movie. They must be watching a Godfather movie or something. One of those 3-4 hour waste time movies. So the next day he has to work overtime, and so he has to stay there a couple more hours after work, which is always annoying, and it seems like he's the only one there. But, because this is the anime it is, he's not the only one there. His cool colleague's also there. What? How? Sometimes I can't believe this anime. It's so specific. And talk about coincidental. All the single people in the building are also on a date with one another, but they're not dating. They're not a couple at all. They're just together at night. So unfortunately, everyone was supposed to go to the bar that night and hang out, but the Ice Queen and his cool colleague had to work overtime, so they cannot drink beer that night. But the most annoying thing again is that they stay there silent. They don't have any work really to do. They just wait for a fucking phone to ring. But they just sit there instead of talking to each other, trying to get closer or something. Not until someone decides to play a game, the word chain game, which is basically, I say a letter, and then we'll just keep saying words with that letter. I'll start S. Subscribe. Your turn. Leave a comment down below. So the game ends up being very fun for them, and the time passes. And eventually, these people start calling, and they get the sales done, and they go home. But not quite just yet. He says, do you want to get dinner after this? I know it's late, but it's still pretty good food. And she says, okay, sure. I'll meet you at the entrance. I know I'm talking a lot of shit, but at the same time, I'm really proud for them. At least they're stepping it up. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Peace.